Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how I made a spring sign. So I had some kind of fake shiplap left over from a project that my husband and I did. And I'm going to start off with a base coat of white chalk paint that I'm going to apply to the whole board. And then also I have another color chalk paint, more of like a sandstone color, that I'm going to work into the grooves and along the side. Kind of give it a antique look. Maybe a little bit more rustic. Just wanted to give it a little bit of color. And then speaking of color, I did add a little bit of a kind of a turquoise chalk paint to it. I just wanted to add a touch of it, just here and there. Again, just kind of giving it a little bit of color, making it look a little bit rustic. I did realize I had too much paint on my brush, so I had to quickly wipe it off. But just working that into the cracks and blending it with the sandstone and the white, trying to fade it out a little bit there. And then once I had all that together, I found these two buttons going through a big button tin that my grandma had. And there's some really cool buttons in there, as weird as it sounds. But I just going to hot glue them onto the board. Just wanted to give it a little bit of interest, something different, kind of a different medium and texture to the sign. The back of the buttons actually worked perfectly, fitting into that little groove of the shiplap there. So it was kind of neat how it worked out. Once I have those all glued on, I really wanted to draw attention to the design on the button. So I took a little bit of that paint that was left over on my paintbrush and just kind of barely brushed the tops of it, trying to pick up the design. There's an up close of it. It's kind of pretty. And next, I was so excited to use my new Cricut machine, and I just printed out the word flowers on vinyl. And I'm just gonna place these vinyl letters right onto the sign. Make sure that they're sticking nice and tight on there onto the sign, so nothing will fall off. I did think about folding the letters right into the cracks of the shiplap, but then decided against it. It just has such a nice flow like it is. And then to hang it, I wanted to drill 2 holes at the top that I'm going to run a thick rope right on through the back there and tie it off in the front, and then the knot will keep it from falling through. You don't necessarily have to drill holes and run the rope on through. You could also glue it or staple it to the back as well. I just kind of like the look of this, kind of a knotted, chunky look, I guess. And then once I have both knots tied off, just trimming up the ends so they don't hang down too low. And then, again, I was so excited that when I got to the flower part of it, I forgot to check my camera to make sure everything was centered. So it's kind of a surprise at the end. But I did add the spring colored artificial flowers. It's just a bundle that I got at Hobby Lobby. Used a few of the blooms. Hot glued them right onto the board there to make my design. And then to finish it off, I have this ribbon, kind of a lace ribbon that I got at the dollar store. Just doing a simple bow. I'm going to tie it off in the back, and then I will hot glue it on. And it always gets me the simplest bows take me the longest time to fluff and make perfect. But once that's on, that should complete the sign. And you can make this for any season, any occasion. Just thought it was a neat idea to share with everyone. Thanks again for tuning in.